Welcome back to the latest episode of Celtic Youth and Loan Updates here on the Celtics Are Here YouTube and Spotify channels. My name's Josh McCafferty, and today I'll be taking you through how Celtic's loan players got on over the weekend and how the academy sides have done. If you need updates through the week, go and follow my account on Twitter at CelticYL Updates, and for everything Celtic related, check out CelticsAreHere.com. We've got a lot to get through in today's episode, so let's just get going. Starting in the transfer market, obviously the January window came to a close last week and two Celtic players have departed the club on loan since the last time we spoke. The first of those saw Marco Tilio head back to Australia to play with Melbourne City for the rest of the current campaign. He's only made two first team appearances for the Hoops since joining them in the summer, so a chance for him to get some consistent minutes in Melbourne and then return to Celtic and reassess his situation at the club in the summer. Second player who departed Celtic over the past week was Mikey Johnston. He completed a deadline day switch to West Bromwich Albion, no option to buy in his loan there, but a good chance for him to yet again go down, gain some consistency. Didn't really get that at Celtic in the first half of the season, but let's be honest, doesn't really seem to have a future beyond the summer at the Parkhead club. A couple of players could have left the club on loan. Were James McCarthy. Celtic rejected a loan bid from a Greek side for him, and Gustav Lagerbielke, it looked like he was going to head to Italy, wanted to head to Italy, but injury to Cameron Carter-Vickers didn't allow him to do so. A wise decision from Brendan Rodgers there. Speaking of Mikey Johnson, he came on for the last half hour of the Baggies' 3-0 win over Birmingham City. Bit of a derby there at the Hawthorns. It was good for Johnson to make his debut for the club. Very much impressed in his cameo called to some of their supporters. Liam Shaw plays for Wigan, but he wasn't in the squad for their 3-2 win away at Peterborough in League One. Bosun Lawal put in a great performance at the weekend for Fleetwood. He was their man of the match in their 3-0 victory over Port Vale. It was their first victory in all competitions since the 11th of November, so a great afternoon for him. He's been playing midfield under Charlie Adam, been doing great. The manager greatly praised him last week, coming out and saying he's very much above the level that Fleetwood are at in League One, and saying he will come back to Celtic a better player than what he left him on loan at the beginning of the season. So that's very interesting comments there. I'm very intrigued to see how Lawal does next campaign when he comes back to the club. Final player out on loan from Celtic in England is Sead Haksabanovic, and he was an unused sub in Stoke's 5-0 defeat to Leicester City on Saturday. A tough afternoon for them. Ben Summers moving back up to Scotland. His Dunfermline side were also defeated 5-0 at home to Greenock Morton. He played the full match. Also in Scotland now, there was a big win for Queen's Park up in the Highlands against Inverness at the weekend. They won by a goal to nil. Two Celtic loanees on loan at the Spiders. Ben McPherson made his first start under new manager Callum Davidson. He played a fair chunk of the game, and Mackenzie Carse, who is having his first real season in senior football, made his debut for Queen's Park last week. Come on for the last half an hour of this one to help his side see out the win. So both Celtic loanees playing a big part in that huge victory for Queen's Park. Last but not least on loan in Scotland at Celtic is Kwon Hyeok-kyu. He's a player a lot of fans are very interested in. He's been doing very well in Paisley so far in his loan. He played his first game for the Buddies away from the Smythe Stadium at the weekend, and it came at Easter Road against Hibs, where Celtic have to go on Wednesday night in the league. But Kwon was absolutely brilliant in this game. Yet another standout performance for him. A huge victory for the Saints. They won by 3-0 at Easter Road in Leith, and Kwon was hugely praised by Stephen Robinson after the game. He said it was his best performance in a St Mirren shirt so far, and that he and Caelan Boyd-Munce in the midfield absolutely ran the show for the Saints. So yet more big praise coming out of St Mirren for Kwon. I'm so intrigued to see how he does when he returns to Celtic in this summer, whether he goes on another loan or he gets an opportunity in the first team from Brendan Rodgers. But he's doing so well at St Mirren, only 3 games in mind, so we need to obviously not get too ahead of ourselves with Kwon. But a video, if you've seen it on the Celtic Youth and Loan Updates Twitter page, came out last week of Kwon, his initiation song. Quite a funny video there, I suggest you go and check out. And Stephen Robinson praised his singing after the win over Hibs at Easter Road. But massive for Kwon, another brilliant performance from him in St Mirren. His next match is up against Dundee at home, so yet again he'll be looking to impress in that one. On to first team inclusions from the B team Now, Daniel Kelly and Rocco Vata were on the bench in Celtic's 1-1 draw with Aberdeen at Tawdry at the weekend. Vata coming on for the last couple of minutes of that one ahead of Lewis Palma. It'll be interesting to see if they are included once more in the game against Hibs on Wednesday night. Leave in the comments section below, would you start Rocco Vata in the match ahead of Lewis Palma and make some changes to the team? Let us know what you think. So moving on to the B team, they played a friendly midweek against Bohemians, the Irish top flight side. Last week they came to Lennoxtown. It was pretty much a behind closed doors fixture. Celtic didn't post anything about it on social media, but the Bows did, and it finished in a 1-1 draw. On to the B team's Lowland League game at the weekend, and they took on Bo'ness United at the Excelsior Stadium, kept up their unbeaten run for 2024 and defeated the West Lothian side by 3-1. Corey Thompson, Daniel Cummings and Jude Bonner got the goals for the boys. That's seen them move up to 7th in Scotland's 5th tier, but they're still 20 points behind league leaders East Kilbride, so can't see them going all the way and winning the title, but continually making progress over the past couple of weeks, which is great to see. On to another couple of bits and pieces out with loan appearances and B team matches. And Adam Montgomery, we told you last week how he suffered a hamstring injury that's going to keep him out for the next 3 months. Motherwell confirmed that he's returned to Celtic. He will not play for them for the remainder of the season to continue his rehabilitation for that injury. He's not had the greatest time with things like that over his career, so hopefully he can recover well. Also regarding injuries, young right back Josh Deed, who actually was involved with the first team in their pre-season tour of Austria back in summer 2022 when Ange Postecoglou was in charge, suffered a season-ending injury, had to have surgery for it, so he'll be out for the remainder of the campaign for the B team. He made 14 appearances for them in the league at the start of this season. A very good prospect is Josh Deed, but sad to see him get a bad injury. On the international scene, we've not had much action for a while, but 3 Celtic B players have been called up for Scotland under-19s for their 2 friendlies next month. That is Daniel Kelly, Kyle Ura and Magnus Mackenzie, so they will be unavailable for a couple of games next month, or this month rather, February, which will be a bit of a blow for the B team, but I'm sure they'll be able to cope with the depth they have. To finish us off with stuff that happened over the past week or so, a very interesting move that took place was that of Leo Helda. Now, he was brought in to Celtic from Norway as a 15-16-year-old kid, never made an appearance for the first team, only really played for the academy sides, and he joined Leeds United when he left Celtic, and now he's signed for Michael Beale's Sunderland, and Celtic are due 15% of that transfer fee due to a sell-on clause they inserted in the deal they sent him to Elland Road, so they get about £300,000 from that, which is great to see. Looking ahead to the upcoming week, of course, there are lots of loanees going to be in action. However, Celtic B have some games as well. They're actually due to face Rangers B, the first time the sides have met this season, obviously, because they withdrew their team from the Lowland League on Wednesday at 2 o'clock in the Glasgow Cup. Now, there's not a lot of coherence regarding this competition. Celtic won it last season at Ibrox on penalties, you'll remember, but they're due to play them in the kind of opening rounds of this small tournament, but no coherence on the official Celtic FC website over venue for this one. But again, Celtic will be looking to win the derby. Obviously, it's the first time they have played Rangers this season at B team level. Also, Celtic due to face Gallifrey at the weekend, but on the official Celtic FC website, yet again, not much coherence. It says TBC there, so just keep an eye on that one. But the derby is certainly interesting, and I assume it will be played behind closed doors, much similar to what the Bohemians friendly was last week, potentially up at Lennoxtown with a 2 o'clock kickoff. So just keep an eye out on Celtic's social media pages and the obviously Celtic Youth and Loan updates to see what's happening regarding that. But thank you once again for tuning in to this latest episode. We hope you're finding it very useful and informative. Leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the Celtic YouTube channel. And once again, thank you very much for watching.